Hey guys, guess what day is today? It is Christmas. That's right, it is Christmas morning, and I wanted to give you guys a special little treat, and that treat is a cooking video. That's right, my chicken noodle soup video is done, so I wanted to give that to you, but first I want to do a quick shout out. This video is actually for another YouTuber. This video is in response to Miss Blonde Soprano. So go check her out. I'll put the link down in the doobly-doo. And I'll also put a link down at the end. Basically, I mean, she's tracking some really cool goals that she has on YouTube that are really personal that I give kudos to her. I don't think I could do it. So, here's for you, Miss Blonde Soprano, and here's for you, YouTube. Enjoy. And if you make this, or if you make a variation of it, let's see a video response. Let's see, you know, down on my Facebook, you can send me a response there, or down on the comments, or on Twitter. Either way, you can find me, but I would like to see, and I would like to know if you guys made this. Welcome to the Institute Delicious Foods. Today we are going to be making homemade chicken noodle soup. That's right, homemade chicken noodle soup. One of those things that no matter where you are in the world, I don't care who you are, you love chicken noodle soup, alright? And we're going to be cooking that. We have some really fresh ingredients. Not only that, but I bought all of these ingredients for under 20 euro. That's right, from the markets and the butcher and everything else, everything for under 20 euro. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start making it, and we're going to start off by making our stock. And so we're going to make the stock from scratch. That's going to be the longest part of the whole process, but it is definitely worth it. The little cubes don't touch what you can get out of your homemade stock. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna start the chicken noodle soup. Alright, starting the stock, we have 3 large carrots. We're gonna throw those in, and then we're gonna grab 1.5 large white onions, and the second half of the second onion is actually gonna go into the soup itself. And then we're gonna have a whole thing of garlic. That's right, a whole thing. Just go ahead and cut off the tips, peel it out, and throw those in there. Obviously, this is one ginormous turnip. I honestly don't suggest buying turnips this big. I don't know if it's an Irish thing or not, but I've never seen them this big. I suggest buying regular sized turnips. And if you buy regular sized turnips, you're one about 1.5 to 2 turnips depending on the size. But I'm going to go ahead and hack away on this turnip and eventually get little sizes that I can put into the stock. With all of that in the pot already, we're going to throw in about 4 stalks of celery. We're going to add in some salt and pepper into this. Whole peppercorns are best if you have whole peppercorns. We're going to throw in 2 bay leaves. When you're cutting these up, you're going to make sure that everything's cut up into big pieces. So you're going to want like a big piece of carrot, or you know, like a good like quarter, or just a big chunk of onion. You don't want to cut them up too small, because remember, we're going to be we're cooking it all down to stock. Alright, so the last bit is going to be the chicken. So what I did is I went ahead and I had the butcher cut it all up into quarters with the bone and everything for me. That way it'll fit in the pot better. We're going to put just enough water in there to cover everything, because if you put too much water in there, your stock will actually be a little weak. Now it is time to slowly let this thing get up to a boil. And once it gets up to a boil, you're going to turn it down to simmer. Now simmer is about 3 to 2 on your stovetop. And once it simmers, you're going to let it sit for about an hour to an hour and a half. I know it's a long time, but it's worth it because you're getting chicken stock. The stock is done, so I started cleaning up a little bit. I also prepped the vegetables to go into the soup. I added mushrooms. Other than that, it's all the same. And then we are going to also add peas. But other than that, the vegetables that we cut up are exactly the same. So you have the carrots, the turnip, the onions, the celery, and now mushrooms. First things first, we're going to take the chicken out of the pot and we're going to move it off to the side because we're going to let this cool. Then we're going to set up the pot to boil, and we're going to put about a cup of stock into the pot with the shells, and make sure you stir these shells occasionally, that way they don't stick. And the vegetables, we're not trying to brown, we're just trying to get tender so that they're a little bit cooked when they go in. Don't forget about the shells because they probably need a stir. Like I said, these vegetables, we're not trying to brown them, we're just trying to get them nice and tender, so we're going to put the top on to help the process. Now, I personally like to shred my chicken. If you don't like to shred your chicken, that's okay. Feel free to cut them into cubes or chunks. That'll work just fine. Now, the pot, we're going to move over closer to make it all easier for us. We're going to bring that stock up to boil. Now, once it's all up to boil, we're going to move everything in. We're going to move the chicken, we're going to move the vegetables, we're going to move the shells. We're going to move everything into the pot. Don't forget the peas. Those are really important, and salt and pepper to taste. Or salt and pepper right now, we'll salt and pepper to taste later. We're going to stir it all, get it nice and mixed. Now, once this is nice and mixed, we're going to turn it down to about medium low. Medium low is usually right about 4 or 5 on the dial. Alright guys, we are almost done. I just have a few things left for you guys. One, you gotta get your bowl. For me, there's one, so I have one bowl. If you guys have 3 or 4 people, get 3 or 4 bowls, because trust me, you're gonna need them. Some fresh parsley to put on top when you serve it. You're gonna salt and pepper to taste whenever you're done. And then, really important, a fresh baguette. I got this from Lidl today. We're gonna cut this in half. We're gonna put some butter on it, salt and pepper, stick it in the oven for just a little bit, and it's gonna be absolutely perfect. And not only that, hold on, let me get in the fridge real quick. Got some cheese. 'Cause nothing goes better on top of chicken noodle soup than some fresh cheese and a baguette. Alright, so it's finally time to eat. Grab our spoon right here, our ladle, right? We have our parsley, our cheese, and our bread right there. So we're just gonna go ahead, we're gonna open this up. We are going to serve ourselves. Come over here. We're gonna put a little cheese on there, a little parsley. Then the kicker, put that bread right there. Look at that. Okay, so let's eat this. Follow me over to the table, all right? So, dinner is done. Institute Delicious Food has served yet another good dish. I'll tell you what, I don't think I can talk anymore as I chow down because this looks absolutely amazing. The cheese and the parsley makes it perfect, and you can tell. Oh man, you can tell that that is real chicken stock. That's not little cube from the countertop. Fresh bread, my lucky cup with my name on it. Oh yeah, thank you Megan for that. But I'm gonna have to leave you guys. Bye.